Okay, boys and girls, we're going to be doing interpreting division with fractions. Elisa has 6 cups of raisins. She divided the raisins into 1/4 cup servings. How many servings does she have? All right, if we look at this, she has 6 cups and she's cutting them into fourths. Let's draw a picture or a diagram to show that. So I have 6 cups sitting here. And I'm going to divide them into fourths. And I'm going to ask myself, how many equal parts do I have when I divided them into fourths? And I look and I'm going to work smarter, not harder. I have 4 here and I have 6 equal groups of 4. So 4 times 6 equals 24. So I know 6 divided by 1/4 equals 24. So she has 24 servings. I want you to notice that if you start with a dividend, your dividend with a whole number, your quotient is going to end with a whole number. As of yet, that has always shown true. All right, what happens if we have another story problem here? 4 friends share 1/4 of the gallon of orange juice. Write a fraction of the gallon of juice. What fraction of the gallon of juice does each friend have? Okay, a common mistake that a lot of kids make is 4 divided by 1/4, because that's the order it says. But you have to ask yourself, what do I have? My dividend is what I have. I have 1/4. And what am I doing with my 1/4 of orange juice? I'm dividing it into 4 equal parts. So I have 1/4 divided by 4. Now if I draw a picture of it, I would have, here's my whole gallon of orange juice. Now, what do I have left of that gallon? I only have 1/4. So I have to break my juice up into fourths because everything has to be equal in fractions. All right, if I do that, I'm going to share it with 4 friends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I know I don't have this, but I have to be equal. So how much did everybody get? Everybody got 1 out of how much of the whole thing? Well, 4 times 4 is 16. So I know that 1/4 times 4 equals 1/16. So I have, everybody got 1/16 of the 1/4 of the gallon of orange juice that was left. If you noticed, I started with my dividend with a fraction. I ended with a fraction. All right, let's move on. Another story problem for us. So, this time we get to write our own story problem. So I have 4 divided by 1/3. So they want me to write a story problem. They give you some ideas on what you could use. I'm going to say I have 4 sandwiches. I have 4 sandwiches and I'm going to cut them into thirds. So if I cut them into thirds, how many equal parts will I have? Well, I could draw a diagram for that. So 4, and I cut them into thirds. And I really know that that is 4 times 3 equals 12. So what is my answer? 12 equal parts. Let's do this one. It says I'm starting off with a half and I'm dividing it 5 ways. Well, I have a pizza. I have a half of a pizza left over. Here's my pizza. This half is left over. I have 5 friends come over and we have to divide it equally into 5 equal parts. Well, I know I have to divide both sides by 5, even though, 5 equal parts, even though I only have half of it. Each friend is going to get 1 chunk. How much are they going to get? They're going to get 1 out of how many equal parts do I have altogether? I have 10, or I could say 1/2 times 5 equals 1/10. I started with a fraction, I have to end with a fraction. All right, I hope you stopped and wrote a story problem. That is what you are expected to do. Let's go on to the next page, and we have share and show. So this first one, complete the story problem. So Carmen has a roll of paper that is 3 feet long. What does she have? 3 feet. And she cuts them into 1/4 equal chunks. How many chunks does she have? Well, I could do 3 times 4 equals 12. All right, I would like you to do 2 and 3 with your partner, 4 and 5. You do not need to do 6. If you don't have any trouble, we'll come back to this page. Then we will hit our homework. Our homework is a little different this time. I would like you to do 3 and 4. Pick one of the story problems to write. I don't care which one, 5 or 6. Write a story problem for it. I want to see if you can represent it correctly. And then I would like you to do 7 and 8. And then the normal on the back, 1 or 2, and all the rest.